In the previous episode of BMF's Season 2, Episode 6, Meech and Terry traveled from Atlanta to Detroit with a new product and planned to distribute BMF merchandise throughout the city. In an effort to eliminate Lamar, Meech teams up with Sterling, the PA Boys, and Lamar. In the final episode of BMF's, Meech and Terry concentrate on the bigger picture. They had to set up a conference with the Colombians behind canines back in Episode 7 of 2, when they go from being consumers to suppliers. Because he is so brutal, K9 shot his own mother in the head because she had stolen money from him. If he shot his mother and she survived, what would he do to the BMS siblings? The siblings used K9's erratic cousin as a means of communication with the Colombians. She made the connection despite the cousin's ulterior motives. As soon as Meech and Terry arrived in Street Thomas, Meech, a womanizer, was distracted, seduced, knocked out, and their guns and money stolen. Later, they found out that the Colombians had planned the diversion to get rid of the couple. When they finally got together with the plug, they initially agreed to pay 100 bricks, but they got a consignment offer of 300 bricks of raw cocaine instead. The bricks were already there, sweetening the deal, so they didn't have to smuggle them back into the country. The agreement required that the dog be killed, but Meech convinced the plug that this would be bad for business. They planned to kill K9's cousin because they thought he would try to cross them. Meech and Terry went into K9's workplace when they got home and told the people working there that they had saved his life. The psychopath gave them the master salute after acknowledging Denton. Charles was in the club, Meech saw. When Mabel brought Charles there and asked for a lap dance, Ben gave him a disappointed look, and Charles left right away. When the two of them later spoke Blackie, Meech promised to keep his father's identity a secret. A veterinarian advised Lamar to put the dog to sleep after the dog he nursed back to health developed serious illness. Lamar was so irritated that he brought the animal to Pastor Swift's church in search of immediate relief. However, when he arrived, Swift was armed with a 45mm pistol, and a group of deacons were chomping away at the insane person. Terry learned that LaWanda was expecting their second child when he returned from Street Thomas. Det Bryant, on the other hand, had shown her pictures of him and Marquisha having sex in a motel, so she confronted him and left him again. Terry reconnected with Marquisha, but he wasted the opportunity by failing to understand her issues with her abusive spouse and by failing to support her when she needed it most. B. Mickey was kidnapped. In the most recent installment, we assumed that Lamar was responsible for locating the missing bricks. Det Bryant, on the other hand, took B. Mickey hostage and provided his private informant. A difficult lesson. Bryant and Jin created a counterfeit batch to delay returning the drug proof. B. Mickey was eventually released from a vehicle trunk after being held captive for a few days. Byrant discovered that his mother had passed away after returning her to the filthy nursing home. He was enraged by this. Thanks for watching.